I didn't know it was going to kick me out. So we'll try this one again. Let's see here. We'll see if anybody shows up. Just hanging out here at the Petro up in Kingman. Got two beautiful 389s in front of me. Well, sort of. You kind of see them right there. But we're just gonna hang out here for a bit. What are you guys up to? Everybody thinks a truck stops a racetrack. Just don't get it. We're up to two people now. How are y'all doing? If you can hear me, drop a comment real quick. What up, flatbed? I figured I'd try a live. I don't do it very often. Just sitting here in Kingman at the Petro. I can't pick up till tomorrow. So where you at? Oh, Atlanta. Gross. Yeah, you can keep that. Yeah, I'll pick up here in Kingman and then I'll head towards Louisiana. What's up, Bandit? Your bumper looks nice. Yeah, don't come out this way, Coop, by any means. Arizona freight is absolutely horrid right now. Yeah, I should have been yesterday. I had that cat wheel loader going to Eloy, Arizona. So I parked the truck and trailer. It's like I don't know, tenth a mile up this road from the cat, and went home for the weekend. And they open at 6, so it's about an hour away. So I drove back down with my daughter, delivered, thinking I was gonna go to Yuma pick up my normal chassis, but apparently there's nothing. So I sat all day yesterday and pretty much half the day today at that truck stop, and I should have just went home and said fuck it. But then I got this load up in Kingman, so I drove about 4 hours north, and here I sit till tomorrow morning. So it's trucking though. I mean, you know how it is. It's getting to become our slow season right now. So or slower season. So yeah, it is, Coop. It's getting stupid. I mean, there's a few military loads, but they weren't going to send me up to Fort Bliss. I can tell you that. It's a little too far. Don't get rid of your reefer. I'll promise you. It's good to have both, but don't get rid of your reefer. But Bandit, here's my opinion from doing this for a while. Depending on where you're going to run, I'm assuming you don't want to go to Florida and you don't want to go to Cabal. I mean, you can go to California, but no one really wants to. If you're going to buy one, um, my opinion is I'd get a triple axle, low pro aluminum step deck with lift axles. That's what I would get. If I had the money, that's what I would have. The 53s are nice because you can tandem. I mean, you can find them pretty cheap. Let's see. I mean, depends if you want to go high end like Mac, and what's the Prestige. I mean, they can get expensive, but I would at least get the two rear lifts. And the reason why I say that is if you have something where you just need a spread axle, you lift the middle axle. If you're empty, lift the rear two. You can run on the one up on the 40. And then if you have to, say, if you bought a 53 foot, I like my 48s because I can stay spread. But Um, if you're not planning on going to Florida or California, then just get a 53. You can haul more, so you can find them pretty used pretty good. I think I found one online. It was like a 2025 leftover or 24 leftover, and they wanted like 66,000. I think this is my third actually. There, Aaron. I don't do them very often. Trying something different. Boredom strikes, you know. I mean, you can get good loads going to Florida Bandit. You ain't gonna find nothing coming out of it though. Not really. Not unless you have direct shippers. But even we, for the most part, we'll deadhead back up to Georgia. So, but if you do go to Florida, you need a 48 foot unless you want to get unless you get a California spread. I don't know. Are you looking at a 48 foot or a 53 Bandit, or haven't you not thought that far ahead yet? Yeah, unless it's produce. Yeah, yeah, that's all you. Yeah, I mean, it just really depends on what kind of loads you want to do. I know we only run 48s. We have a couple 53s. All right, Frey Miller, that's not a fucking parking spot. Fucking reefers do what they want. Um, yeah, keep moving. I don't want to hear your ass. Nope, nope. Keep going. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I would just if you want to go to Florida, either get a 48 foot because I mean, realistically, that's all you're gonna really need. But Eric, I love Valley. Honestly, yesterday and today is probably the first time I've sat in a while. Um, However, the Arizona freight market right now is horrid. So, but that's kind of freight, anyways. Right now, it's kind of interesting. I know John Deere and Waterloo, they're pretty much done. They're not shipping anything anymore. Dubuque will be done probably shortly after Thanksgiving, usually. I think they slow down, if not stop altogether. But I've been moving. I really don't have any complaints. Just got to get my own truck. That's all I'm trying to get. When did you leave? That seems to be a thing. Everybody leaves Valley and then comes back. A lot of people are leaving and going to IMT. Oh shit. Yeah. Well, I was gonna get a glider Bandit. It was a 2019 W900 with a Detroit 12 in it. It was an old retro truck from Wisconsin. However, apparently, even though the motor was rebuilt, apparently it's trash. So that's not going to happen. And then there's another truck that's at our owner's dealership that I'm looking at, and this douchebag is going to park right next to me. Don't you fucking do it, old man. Uh, Man, I don't know how you do reefers. I just don't get it. I don't know how you do it. But anyways, there's a yeah, he gets in his moments. There's another 2020 Peterbilt that I'm looking at. It wasn't an accident though. But they redo it. So out of all the places, Frey Miller, just because you're from Minnesota, you got to park right next to me with a reefer. Go park with your own kind. Um, yeah, Nick has he gets in his moments. That's what I like to say. Well, yeah, you're straight piped. Yeah, I get you, but that's the weird part though. I can sleep next to your truck idling all night, and it put me to sleep. I don't know what it is about a reefer. It makes me want to shoot myself. Oh, frame. That's right. Frame Miller's out of. I'm thinking Bay and Bay. Same shit. They're all the same. But no, like I was saying, Bandit, I can sleep next to your truck idling for whatever reason. It's the frequency of reefers that make my head just go nuts. Well, I think part of the reason too it bothers me is my APU. Uh, I forget where I was at. Oh, the Iowa 80. I had what was it? Prime reefers suck and they're stupid loud. Um, so I had Prime about two trucks down, then some dude from California, plus my APU, and they're all at different frequencies. I thought my head was gonna explode. I mean, it's starting to cool down now, so I should turn my APU off. But I prefer no reefers next to me, to be honest with you. But I joke with Aaron, my buddy Aaron on here. It seems like they see me next, automatically park next to me. Drives me nuts. I could be the only truck in the damn parking lot, and they'll come and park right next to me. But some of these companies are just the reefers are stupid loud. Hurricane isn't bad if they're the stainless trailers. I think they take care of them a little bit better. I parked next to one when I was in Tucumcari, and they weren't too bad. Yeah, that's because you're an ass, bandit. It won't be the first. I won't do it to you, but it won't be the first time I've turned a reefer off. I did to a Hirschbach in a night, and that's because they purposely went right next to me with a whole open parking lot. Yeah, I don't know what Frey uses. They might use Carrier. Although I think the new carriers are pretty quiet. I don't know. They're all the same to me. I prefer my APU not even running, honestly, but got a little warm in here earlier. Well, I know that's what we were talking about before. It seems like a lot of these Cali guys, man, they're just stupid loud because they don't take care of them. I mean, you can tell because their whole top of the trailer is black. I don't know. I just that's why I have never gone to them. I was looking at WFX for a while. Nope. I did one reefer load in my whole career so far. One. And that was when I was quitting night and I was doing local stuff and they had me take a loaded reefer from the terminal in Phoenix to Costco. So about a total of like maybe 5 miles. That's it. That's all I needed. Nope. Oh yeah, no one likes carrier APUs. I don't even like Thermo King APUs. They're all loud. If I could figure out how to make it so it doesn't vibrate the whole truck, that'd be even better. Like I don't know how these some of these heavy haul guys. I don't know if you've seen Aaron. Some of the guys where the APUs on the back of the sleeper. No thanks. There's no way. All right, Bandit. Thanks for stopping in, bro. I'll finish your video here. Probably when I get off here. Aaron, if you should go follow Bandit. He's hilarious. He's an owner operator out of Missouri. He's got a 389 glider. He's part of the four state crew. He was actually in my intro for GBATs. So what we were talking about, Aaron, is I think he set my appointment up for 5. So when I was looking at the paperwork, he sent me an email. On top it says 5 to 1, which is their time for loading, and then on the bottom of it for it says first stop, it has 5 o'clock. I don't normally trust those, but I guess we'll see. So hopefully that'd be nice. Still don't know exactly what I'm getting though. So how did you push it back in? What was it? Pipe? Oh, I've seen someone use a dry van. That was interesting. It was at a way station too. Don't remember where it was though. Talking about a Hirschbach, there's one right there. I'm surprised you couldn't just use a strap. Use a strap and tighten it, pulling in that direction. You did say 1x4s, right? Yeah, yeah, those suck though. I don't miss hauling that shit. That's just as bad as that. What was it? What did I pick up out of Reno? Nope, I didn't pick those out of Reno. Where did I pick those up? Those stupid blocks, the Dobies. I'll go through Valley, Eric. What I do like about them is they don't necessarily do it like a mega carrier. Um, I mean, I know Matt Glass, Justin, um, GQ. They all did it through Valley, and they're making good money. So, oh yeah, that's the one time that I actually prefer tarping is when I have to carry that shit. Um, no, it's just when you buy, it's nice with Valley because it's what you'll pay. I think it's like $5,000 down, and then if anything happens, like say you broke down on the road, it's like 80 cents or a dollar for them to bring out a company truck, and they'll bring out a company truck to you, and then they'll fix your truck, but they don't expect you to pay it right up front. Like there's some perks to it, and then you can use your the low board plus their freight. So I've been toying with the idea between Bennett, staying at Valley, and Landstar, but everything I've heard right now, it seems like Valley has the best right now when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. So that's what I plan on. I'm using my Harley. I'm trading my Harley. So unless well, when I get my bonus, I should get a decent bonus at the end of the year. So I'll probably actually use that. But I gotta get this stupid restriction off first. Anyways, but if you're gonna come back, I would do it soon. If you're going or if you're going to Eric, apparently we only got like 11 more trucks until they get the new ones in, which I think they just ordered them. So I don't know how long that's gonna be. Don't quote me, but that's what I was told when I was talking to a couple guys right before I went and talked to Carson about getting that W9. Yeah, do it, cause my plan is this: once I get a truck, I can get my business capital up. Depending if I buy a Valley truck itself or I buy one off their dealership, if I get this white and purple one, it's been already been in frame. So my plan is to get everything done, then take a business loan out and pay it off. Which no, he won't get W9s. Brad does not like W9s. That's why he actually I don't know if you were here, but there's actually a guy that bought, I think, 99% of the W9s that were at Valley, and he's leased. He basically created a fleet within a fleet. I think it was one of Brad's friends. He bought all the W900s off of Brad, and then hired drivers or kept the drivers that were in the trucks. Something, yeah, it's weird. They're gonna get 589s apparently. There was talks about them switching over to the Western Stars, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Apparently, they cost too much, and he doesn't want to send all the techs for more training, and they'd have to relearn all that. So, uh, yeah, I mean, I like them, but I've never driven one. But from everything I was told is, you've driven a long hood before. I mean, I need a country mile to turn around. They need 3 country miles to turn around. So, and depending what suspension they have, they ride like bricks. I mean, I wouldn't even mind the 990s if they didn't have the T680 freaking hood. I just, I hate it. What number were you in? I can't remember. I know they rebuilt, they're keeping a lot of the 18s or 17s and newer now. They just rebuilding them. But yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what they have anymore. I know all our quads went down because of injectors. They had to send all those out to freaking Cummins to get redone. When I was there at the yard last, I don't think there was a if talking to Mitchell, if our quad wasn't at the yard to get worked on in the shop, they're on the side of the road or about to be in a shop. So yeah, it was a rough couple months for our heavy guys for a while. Yeah, you'll get in that Crapcadia. Well, if you get the in a Cascadia, Aaron, it's a different. It's not the same digital as we have in the Pete's. They still have, from what I understand, they still have the gauges. I don't think it's set up with one big computer like this. God, they look so weird. High roof Pete's, man. This that must be for an airport or something. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll flip this around. I thought they had the gauges on each side, and then they used a what do you want to call it? Like a digital center. Don't hit. I would stop, buddy. There you go. Oh, see, that's the last. That's the last case. Yeah, Cascadia I've been in. Plus, it was a night, so I don't know if it makes a difference. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't know if it was for theme parks though. Oh, you were in the evolution and then went into the next gen, right? I thought you had the older body style and then went into the newer one. I don't think Valley has. I lied. They have one 379. You probably meant 389. Same shit. Well, kind of, not really. Um, I know they're staying with a long hood. I think they, I think they just put in order for a bunch more 589s. And it's actually kind of hilarious if you really measure a 589 hood and a 389 hood. I actually, from what I remember, the 589 is longer. What makes it look shorter is the way the windshield is curved to it. But the hood itself, I believe, is longer than the 389. Now, if only they'd get rid of the stupid sleep, the extensions, it would look better. It's starting to pack in now. Yeah, you got two. I don't know if you guys can see this, but that white one right there is looks fantastic. They're pulling the high end dumps or the scrap trailers, what I like to call them. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that truck is that and on the breather lights he used three watermelon lights, but it's not like the where they're close together. It's separated and it just looks weird when they're on and off, honestly. But not my truck. So, and he's got, I don't know where his cab lights are. He must have penny lights in his visor because he's got a slick roof. And then on this side, you got a big house. It's one thing about this Petro. You always find nice trucks here. Everybody coming down from Vegas or California. I'm not doing it to this truck. If that's what you're asking. Honestly, I would leave. I'd probably honestly leave. I forget what they call it. The wing, the bird, the plane, whatever you want to call it. But I do want to add a Dane Nelson bug shield. Can you see the northern lights there, Aaron? Or is it too light out? I just got something saying that area you could see the northern lights. No, the Dane, you got a bigger bug shield. The Dane Nelson ones are like the colored glass ones. They go probably just a little bit taller than the stock emblem on the hood. And usually it's like whatever color your accent color is of your truck. Usually. Yeah, I don't know honestly how well they work, but they look good. I do know if I buy a trailer though, I'm gonna add a bunch of freaking lights to it. That much I do know. That and I want to get different mirrors so I can actually see my trailer. But yeah, it's weird. Everybody parks here, but not a lot of people go into this petrol. But I think a lot of these guys came from the fuel island, so they probably went in over there. This petrol's kind of it's a good parking spot, but it's kind of a shit show. I don't know. Anywhere park is better than parking at the Flying J. I know that. And as much as that would have helped me, because it's right down the road from my pickup. But talking about a Knight, I think there's a Knight right here. Oh, yep, with a good old 13 liter shit spreader. Although they did just build another TA down the road. I can't remember exactly where it is though. I think it's somewhere around here. But yeah, apparently they just built one. I didn't see on the 93, but then I wasn't really paying attention, so not for that anyways. Yeah, it was your sister company or your owners. Not when you were there, but you know what I mean. I was setting up my other GoPro, Aaron, just trying to get it ready to see if I could put it somewhere. And apparently, I had to reformat my old SD card out of my GoPro 5. It got so damn hot. I thought the battery was going to catch on fire. I had to turn it off. Your brain lost your fuel mileage bonus. You had to go a little bit slower. It happens. You can tell I don't do these lives very often. No, what I want to do though for this truck until I get one, um, I want to get those clamps for the front bumper so I can add watermelon lights. But then if I switch trucks, I can take them off easily. That's what I would like to do. I'll have to get a hold of four state trucks. Well, they're technically for the frame. They clamp onto the frame instead of drilling holes and bolting it. It'll go around where the bracket is in the backside of the front bumper, and it should hold onto that. It clamps on. So I'm curious to see if I could make that work. So is the AI thing. There's an AI thing that pops up for me that gives me prompts like, oh, you should ask this poll. Does ice belong in milk or cereal milk? What? Thanks, AI. Makes no sense whatsoever. Here comes the RV brigade. Yeah, it was a nice fishing boat, that's for sure. Goddamn, Pam. Oh, that explains it. Darka Darka. Yeah, that's what I figured was gonna happen there. They're gonna pop in and out, pop in and out. I don't do it enough. That's why I wanted to start it. There's a couple more. Yeah, I was sitting here messing with the GoPro, and I was like, I haven't done a live in a very, very, very long time. Let me just do that real quick. And then I was live for the first time, and I went to go post something, and it kicked me off, so I had to restart it. But it is what it is. I was actually surprised this GoPro picked up when I was looking at the footage. The GoPro actually picked up sound pretty good. I think it was better than my phone, honestly. That's why I wanted to get that second one going, so that way I had two, so that way I can do different angles. But man, that's gonna be. I'm gonna have basically three shots. I'll have the GoPro, I'll have my phone, and I'll have one that I decide to put somewhere else. That's gonna be fun editing. Yeah, pretty much. I won't have a 10-hour break. I'll have a 2-hour break because the rest will be all editing. Just like FSC. If you watch FSC trucking, I don't even want to know how long it takes him to edit because he runs like 6 GoPros for every video. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I think once I get in the habit though of actually just doing it, it'd be a lot easier. I th- in one way, I think the GoPros will make it easier, but I know for like time lapse and stuff, I think the GoPro is gonna help me out because I can have that on, and still be on the phone or do whatever. So mm, there's a blue whale. I want to say, did that guy just pull out of that spot or is it just me? You better run, dude. I swore he pulled out of there because there was a red Volvo sitting there. At least I thought there was. Maybe I was wrong. It is one thing that blows my mind about these truck stops. Freaking, they make everything where you got a blind side. I mean, it's a pretty easy blind side, but still. Well, they're not even the only ones though. I think they all do it now. They all make it so you got a blind side into places. And some of these shippers, when I was, with Knight, were the same way. IKEA was always known for that. They always had a freaking blind side into their docks and to park the trailers. It depends. Well, yeah, true, but it depends where you're at. There's some loves that are pretty big. Ranger's pretty big. Uh, what's it? What's the other one there? The one in Kansas by Kansas City. It's pretty big. But yeah, I think they're the smallest by far out of them all, though. Yeah, I think it really just depends on where they're at, though. I mean, I get if you're they're trying to build one close to a city, it's going to be hard to make a really big lot. But we don't want to bet he's going to leave his lights on all night. Oh, I would have lost that bet. Oh, that explains it. That's not a Dirk Dirk either. Could well, it looks like it was a white dude. I don't know if he's European, but definitely was a white dude, and he's got sneakers on. So no, I think he had jeans on. He might be the anomaly. Oh yeah, yeah. Although I think they're starting to not dress like that anymore either. I think now it's all the new gen drivers with reefers and dry box. That and stupid Crocs. That was an old FLD. Yeah, yeah, exactly. My favorite was I was in Jamestown, New Mexico. Downpouring rain. That was when I think I was telling you my light bulb went out right after it started just downpouring. And this dude was trying to jump across puddles because he wore flip flops and shorts. It's like have fun with that after you just wash your feet in the sink. Oh, we got four in here now. Before you guys leave, hit that thumbs up button. Oh, it froze. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. I don't think so. It might have been. Am I filling up? No, I'm parked for the night. I'm just chilling here. That's your first flatbed company, right? Remember correctly? Can't tell if that's green or if that's the teal. That's my favorite color. Oh, that's the teal. Son of a biscuit. It's a nice truck. Um, oh, TMC is not a bad first company. I mean, I know I've heard they're good. There's some people that stay there forever, but I mean, it's all on your experience. Um, yeah, like my buddy Aaron said, if you TMC's different though. I don't know what I'm pretty sure they can park on the shoulder if you have to. I'm not saying to do that, but you got to ask them. Um, listen, I will tell you the one thing they never do. Do not ever park on an exit ramp. If you got to park on the road somewhere, park on an entrance ramp. Do not park on an exit ramp. Um, you'll learn that. Um, basically, like my buddy said, if you start early enough, um, and it really just depends where you're going. If you're going out west, it's a little bit easier to find a spot. If you stay on the East Coast, you're screwed. You're going to be starting at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to find a spot. But yeah, yeah. Also, that is true with a lot of the TMC deliveries because I see a lot of them. They'll park right at the shipper. That's the other thing with the flatbed side, and even me, I haven't done it as of late, but I used to park at shippers and receivers. A lot of them will allow you to park overnight or have an area where you can park there. So, and honestly, that's going to help your clock. So you can park there, crawl in, deliver, and then go on to your next spot. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, TMC they preload you, so or pre-plan you. So as soon as you get to your next one, you already have something. So that's my opinion. Um, but like I said, if you absolutely have to, do not park on an exit ramp ever. Um, I don't know. I never was at TMC. But yeah, like Diesel Reaper said, which is my buddy. We were both at EW Wiley. Um, he's now at Lone Star, and I'm at Valley, obviously. Um, if you start early, you should be able to find a spot. Because I know TMC trucks, they can go 68, so it's not like you guys are terribly slow. If say you start at 3, and it depends how what kind of driver you are. I'm one that rarely stops. I stop for my 30-minute break. That's about it usually. I mean, I have my days, but usually, um, if you start at 3, you should finish probably around 1:30, 2 o'clock. So there shouldn't be any reason for you to not. I'm governed at 71. Well, technically it's 72, but I go 71. It's pretty much where my truck limits me at. So, but listen, I know guy. Even when I was at Wiley, where trucks were at 65, I still could outrun a lot of people at 65. So if you are efficient at what you're doing, and you're gonna take it's gonna take you some time to learn some stuff. Definitely with tarping, but TMC will teach you all that, and TMC is actually really good at well, with all these accidents with TMC, it's questionable now, but they were really good at teaching securement and definitely really good at tarping. I don't think I've ever really seen a bad TMC tarp job, but if you keep your left door shut, you'll be amazed how far you can get. So this isn't your first trucking job altogether, is it? It's just your first flatbed. Yeah, don't do that at TMC. the the acronym or the joke of the acronym is the Marine Corps. Just don't ever step on their grass either. I'll tell you that right now. All right, yeah. So you'll go out with a trainer too. So they'll teach you the TMC ways of doing things. So like I said, every company kind of does stuff differently. No, that's a legit thing. The Marine Corps does not. So the owners of TMC, well, the original, the current starter of TMC was a Marine Corps retiree. Then his kids took over. But no, they're yeah, do not step on the grass. That is a don't do it. Like you will get fired instantly on the spot. But they tell you all that. So that's the thing is like there's just certain that's just their thing. Wow, that's a nice classic. I mean, if you don't want a job, I guess. I mean, I know you're joking, but no, TMC is a good company to start with. I might give them crap here and there, but I give Wiley crap too. But I had a some kind of experience. My buddy had a different experience. We still have people that are over there that are doing good, and people that absolutely hate it. It's just like Valley. I like Valley. I'm doing good. My buddies are doing good, but I also know people that absolutely hate it. So it is, you know, yeah. As long as here's the thing: when you get in with your trainer, you might not get along with him at first, but you need to have an open mind. Listen to what he's saying, and don't act like you know everything, and you should do fine. I don't know if we know everybody in the industry, but you got to remember. So the number one thing about truck driving is a lot of people jump from company to company and company. So you'll meet people at that company who jump at a different company. Okay, so for example, Diesel Reaper and I were both at EW Wiley. He's now at Lone Star. We have another buddy that I think he's still there, but he's still at Lone Star. I came to Valley. I have three other guys that were at Wiley with me here at Valley. So it's your circle grows, but I wouldn't say we know everybody. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have another reefer next to me. There's good old Coastal. That is the one thing about Team C is you'll be home every weekend. A lot of times you'll get home on Friday night and then you'll leave out Sunday night and then park at the shipper, pick up Monday morning. But I also know guys that don't go home. So, or I shouldn't say I know. I've talked to guys that don't go home that much. So, grinding gears in the house. What's up, buddy? You want to talk about somebody that knows the whole industry? Grinding gears knows everybody. He's famous. But yeah, just like I said, just go in there with an open mind, learn from your trainer, and ask questions. I don't honestly. I'm trying to start. Grinding Gears does lives way more than I do. I think this is my fourth. I'm trying to be more active. But yeah, you can subscribe. If you ask me questions in my videos, I'll help you. I have no problem with helping you. So I am not one of those gatekeeper drivers. So you have a question, I'll help you. I just don't know like specifics about TMC. So yeah, pretty much, Aaron. He's pretty much movie star famous. I don't know him personally. I don't think. Are you talking about the step deck side? Because that's the only thing I got on you. If you want to count that. You still at home, Shimon? Ah, you doing your normal runs? I'm assuming, so you can wake up more rest areas. I'll be heading your way again once I pick up tomorrow. I was about to watch your video, and then I decided to just jump on a live real quick. Is it still your from your dryer or is it something else? Oh, I can read between the lines. I see what you're putting down. Some people just don't. Uh, that's a touchy subject, Colin. That's why. Oh, you'll get it. That's for sure. TMC trains pretty good though, from what I hear. So you shouldn't have too much of an issue. You might got to take your smart ass comments though and turn them down just a little bit. That's all. Shameless plug though. See these trucks right here? Woo. Yours too could look like that if you use code Josh10 at Four State Trucks. Yeah, man, you just gotta put your head down and get to work. That's all. If they're gonna teach you, that's good. Um, the other one is Maverick out of what was it, Arkansas? There's plenty of companies, man, that you can go to if worse comes to worse. Even if you have to do a box, I started off with door swinging, so or you got this company right there. They got flatbed division too. Just saying, don't take no for an answer. There's plenty of places you can go. So realistically, your first year to 2 years, you're just gaining experience anyways. So no, if you can, if TMC will take you, do that. But you talking about the Wilson from like Prime? No, I get it. TMC's equipment's nice. They take. I will say that. So that's what I thought. They drive the black trucks, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though. There could be, you know, who knows. But if you want it bad enough, you'll get the job done. So you just got to keep your head down and put each foot forward. Yeah, I'll be Prime then. They're out of Missouri. They're a sister company of Prime, or Prime owns them, I should say. But if you're in South Carolina, there's plenty of trucking companies. You got Werner, Schneider. I mean, Prime's not too far. Not saying to go there, just saying an option. Knight Swift. Who's the other one? I mean, you got Covenant. Worst comes to worst, you got Western Express. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, just see what if you're already talking to TMC, just see what they'll do. If they're gonna get your CDL, because you'll go through their training, and most of these bigger companies pay training. I got paid. Well, I got paid, but I used a GI Bill, so I don't know how it works for anybody else. You also, oh, EW, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say EW Wiley doesn't train, so check Melton. I think Melton trains too. They're out of Oklahoma though, but they go all over. They're OTR. Melton's a good company. I don't think you do for that. I think they only give the loads that require hazmat for those who need or have it. But yeah, Melton's out of Oklahoma. They're like I said, they're a good flatbed company. TMC obviously. Why is everybody trying to do a 90? You're not even gonna make the right hole. You're going straight for the other 389, dude. Oh, your trick for backing? 90%, 98% of it's all on your setup. Just remember that. Food for thought. Um, hey bro, you ain't gonna do it. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, like I said, just keep your head down and keep going and just listen to what you're being taught and you should do fine. So, bro, I don't care how long you've driven. I struggle days. I'm sure my buddy struggles. We all struggle. I don't care how long you freaking drove. We all have those days. So, but keep me posted since you subscribed on a video. Let me know how it goes. I mean, I should help technically, but well, it looks like you got it. Sort of, kind of. I just don't want to see a hood get hit. That's all. If it's a plastic torpedo, I just kidding. But there is definitely plenty of room though to set up as a 45, even elongated 45. I don't know why people always want to do an alley dock. I just don't get it. Yeah, I probably should too. See what the wife's doing. I should probably make dinner or at least something. Although I ate, a couple hours ago. But all right, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Nah, I probably won't eat more of those. I do got steak I need to eat. I thought it out a couple days ago. But all right, man. Later.